Well, DC, this is a true mixed martial artist of the highest order. You've watched the film. Hard for me to see much in terms of glaring weaknesses, and he believes he can react to anything that is thrown his way inside that arm.
It's unbelievable because whenever you're trying to prepare for someone, you look for weaknesses. But when you watch this guy, nothing jumps off the page. When you think I have to go wrestle him, you realize very quickly that not only can he defend takedowns, he can also go and secure them himself. He's that new breed of fighter that has been doing every discipline from the very start of his career. You know you're looking at a guy that will contend for a championship.
And if our fighter meeting on Thursday is any indication, confidence, not an issue for this young man coming in here tonight. So here is Робби Лоулер still going strong nearly 20 years after his UFC debut back in 2002. Lawler's reinvented himself a little bit down in South Florida. He believes he is in the best shape of his life in advance of this one tonight.
And by going down to South Florida and finding a new team, you saw a change in Робби Лоулер, which led to a UFC title reign that had masterful performances. The win over Carlos Condit was crazy. The win over Rory McDonald. The fight, the ability to withstand punishment and continue to press forward and hold on to that title showed you that Робби Лоулер was a different guy and was ready to reach all the potential that his coaches said from day one.
And the beauty of Робби Лоулер, too, he is the consummate fan favorite. Without even having to open his mouth, he doesn't have to say anything.
He doesn't talk.
People love him for his fighting style, and we will see if he can make one more climb to welterweight gold and glory. Our tale of the tape for this welterweight fight. Magny is 33, Lawler is 38, and Magny will have a 6-inch reach advantage. All right, to get us started with the official introductions, here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC welterweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 8 losses. He stands 6 feet 3 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Denver, Colorado, USA, Neil Magny. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 14 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 170 pounds. Fighting out of Coconut Creek, Florida, USA, ruthless Робби Lawler. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Eve Levine.
The veteran Eve Levine draws the assignment here.
You ready?
All right, crowd getting excited as this fight gets underway, and you hate to call any fighter on this UFC roster a specialist, but on one side, you have a definite striker taking on a true 5-tool.
And you see a guy in the striker who knows exactly who he is. He knows where the fight needs to be. He knows what he has to do in order to be successful. Let's see if he can keep his opponent off of him.
Well, really using his reach advantage there with that punch, DC.
Big, powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Ooh, now he's got the tie plum, Daniel. If you're on the other side, what are you trying to do to get out of this potentially dangerous position?
You got to start digging your shoulder to a side and try to shove an underhook. You cannot bend down to try to get out a Muay Thai punch.
Oh! Big combination for Neil Magny. Oh, big knee.
Look at how fast. The only person I can do this to is Baby John. John, there's a weight difference. I don't know if you know jiu-jitsu much. You miss a lot of your classes. If I'm going to do this to anybody, it's Andy.
Working off his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, big combination of ground and pound strikes here, DC. This could be the beginning of the end.
I mean, you got to be very careful when you take these big ground and pound strikes. You need a controlled posture on the bottom. And if you're the top guy, the guy that's looking to finish, finish, continue to gain posture and rain down big strikes on your opponent.
Under 2 minutes now to go round one. All right, so he's sort of turtled up here. Not great body language. Perhaps he's trying to bait him in a little bit. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Pretty good work with the strikes here off of his back by Lawler. All right, working inside his opponent's guard here.
You cannot sit in these jiu-jitsu guys' guard. And you can't have one arm in, one arm out. Guys can start throwing up legs, chasing triangles.
Oh, these are some serious punches from the top here. He's continuing to maintain good posture and making these strikes count.
He's doing a really good job of watching pretty up kick, making his punches count while not putting himself in danger.
All right, good movement by him here on the ground. He really is a master of these transitions.
He is a master of movement on the ground. You never know where he's gonna be.
Magny's got the full mount. Ten seconds to go. Oh, and there's the horn at the end of the round. So the fighter was really caught in a submission there just as the horn sounded. Safe to say he was saved by the bell there. So back to the stools they go. 60 seconds to recover here. We're gonna fight on, ladies and gentlemen. Another round coming up. All right, DC, let's look at some of the highlights from the last round. Lot for the replay guys to choose from.
Yeah, man, these guys stood on a quarter in the middle of the octagon. Take one to give one. Over and over, each guy landed, and they both landed very well over the course of that first round.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round, and we'll see if he can pick up where he left off. High volume of strikes landed in the previous round.
High volume of strikes landed. He was able to be accurate, but also very, very active in his approach to the start of this fight.
Stuffs the takedown there. How good is his takedown defense?
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one?
Missed with that attempt. All right, so he's landed some good shots. You hate to be overly critical, but nothing really in terms of combinations.
Well, the jab has been looking great. But how about jab, jab, right hand?
Right.
Because eventually you're gonna have to put something on your opponent that's gonna really make him pause. I believe the jab has been working so well, if he drops a big right hand after it, he may be able to finish his fight.
44 total strikes have now landed from Neil Magny, striking at a 57% accuracy rate against Робби Лоулер. Just over 3 minutes now to go. Oh, man. I think you jumped out of your seat a little bit after that kick.
Oh, I did, because I have times where I've been kicked like that. And I'm going to tell you one thing, it does not feel good.
Oh, stuffs the takedown without issue. And he switches his stance yet again. And they separate. So he's really starting to put together. Right there, his opponent's wobble check.
He's hurt bad. This dude needs to grab. He needs to wrestle. He has to do something. He cannot take another shot like that.
Well, you see him land the jab there. He's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Magny's lower jaw does not look good. I don't think it's broken, but starting to show some obvious signs of swelling.
Oh, that's a nice strike.
90 seconds to go in round two. Magny gets tattooed by that straight punch.
Forward and takedown.
Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round two, definitely picking up the pace after round one. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Out of range with that one.
Right hand punch in the clinch.
Oh, a little single collar tie there. Stuffs the takedown, no problem.
Right hand punch in the clinch.
Nice punch by Lawler. Straight right, he misses. Glancing right hand lands upstairs.
Another good stick to the head.
All right, we now take a look back at some of the highlights from that last round, DC. A lot for the replay guys to choose from.
I mean, these guys are going to be very busy trying to find what replay to show you guys. Lands on both sides of the octagon. Both guys fought great. What a phenomenal round.
All right, here we go as our next round gets underway. That was some serious precision striking on display in the previous round. Found his openings upstairs and closed the show.
He has landed at an alarming rate. His opponent needs to get his head off the center line. He's walking into him with his head straight up, not moving, trying to engage without taking.
Oh, that is a huge shot right there, DC. You don't want to eat too many more of those.
No, and he needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. Well, not ideal to spend this much time on the bottom, but you can't fault him for his activity. Landing strikes here from the bottom. Nice work by Робби Лоулер. All right, side control now. We'll see if he can advance position. All right, well, both fighters pretty comfortable on the ground, DC, but you got to be very careful hanging out here for too long if you're his opponent. Pretty good ground and pound by him here. He told us on Thursday he needed to be more effective in these situations. Certainly effective tonight.
Many people have gone away from this style of fighting. This man has embraced it, and you are seeing why he's one of the best that we've seen do it in a long time.
Oh, Magny's has got full mount now. Under 3 minutes now to go in the fight. All right, so he's got the body locked down here, DC, or so it appears. This is not a guy you want anywhere near your back.
He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked. Yeah, notice he just took the body triangle, readjusted the lock, and now it looks like he's got it.
There is the tap. So he submits courtesy of the rear naked choke. That guy's got a squeeze on.
He does a great job securing the position, getting under the neck, and then hiding his hands in order to get the finish. Fantastic performance by this fighter. He's done, he's done. What a performance!
So yeah, it came down to tap out or go to sleep, and his opponent chose the former. The choke was clearly sunk in deep. Perfect technique, and ultimately that is one of the bigger wins of his career. He gets it done by submission here tonight. All right, let's take a look back at the replay as he gets it done by submission tonight, champ.
I mean, you know, this guy has such a great submission game that you cannot lay in his guard. He's so skilled, he's so tricky, and he's so good at weaving a web that gets you lost in it that he made him pay for it tonight and got the submission victory.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Yves Levine has called a stop to this contest at 3 minutes, 11 seconds of the third round. Declaring the winner by tap out, Neil Magny!
All right, so there he is, all smiles and rightfully so after he gets the job done by submission tonight. You told me off the air before